5 signs your startup needs a design partner, not another in-house hire. Every founder eventually asks the same question: do we hire another designer or do we bring in outside help? The default instinct is almost always to hire. But hiring is slow, expensive, and permanent, and it's not always the right fix. Here are 5 signs it's actually a design partner for early-stage startups you need, not another line on the org chart. First, your design needs are spiky, not constant. If you have a big product push this quarter and then a quieter stretch after, hiring a full-time designer means paying for capacity you won't use most of the year. A design partner scales up and down with actual workload, which is exactly what a spiky, early-stage roadmap needs. Second, you need a skill you don't have yet and won't need forever. Maybe this project needs a UX researcher, or someone senior enough to define a design system from scratch. Hiring a full-time specialist for a 6-month need is expensive and slow to unwind later. A startup product design agency, like Humbleteam, can plug in exactly the skill a project needs: research, senior UX brand, without you carrying that headcount once the project's done. Third, you're hiring because you're stuck, not because you've thought it through. A lot of founders reach for a job posting the moment design becomes a bottleneck, without stopping to ask whether the actual problem is capacity, process, or direction. If you're not sure what the new hire would even be responsible for 6 months from now, that's usually a sign you need a partner to help figure out the real gap first, not a resume to sort through. Fourth, your product is still finding its shape. Early and growth stage products change direction often, and a single in-house hire can become a bottleneck if they're the only person who understands your design decisions. A design partner for early-stage startups brings a full team's worth of perspective, so no single person's bandwidth becomes the ceiling on how fast your product can evolve. Fifth, you want senior judgment without a senior salary and a slow hiring process. Good product design leadership is hard to hire for, and even harder to hire for quickly. Working with an established team means you get access to senior-level thinking immediately, instead of spending months searching for the right person and hoping they work out. None of this means in-house design is the wrong choice. Plenty of startups genuinely need it. But if any of these 5 signs sound familiar, hiring isn't the fast path. It's usually the slow one dressed up as progress. Humbleteam has worked with startups exactly at this fork in the road, plugging in as a product design agency for startups, when the real need is flexible expertise, not a permanent seat. Humbleteam has designed over 300 digital products since 2017, working with startups out of Combinator, Techstars, and a 16Z, alongside companies like Google and NASA, and this exact hire or partner conversation comes up with almost every founder before a project starts. If you're staring at a job posting right now wondering whether you actually need to hire, Humbleteam is happy to talk through whether that's really the fastest way to solve it.